Grace and peace. My name is Isaac Adams, and I'm a pastor in Washington, D.C. One thing as a pastor I often encounter are folks who, by God's grace, become Christians. They come to know the Lord. And yet they often have a question, which I think is a good question. What do I do now? So now I'm a Christian. How do I grow? How do I pray? How do I read the Bible? Do I just open it up and flip to a random page? And that's why I've written this little book called Training, How Do I Grow as a Christian? And it's based on Paul's encouragement in 1 Timothy 4 to train yourself for godliness. So the Christian life, it actually takes work. So becoming a Christian is one thing. Being a Christian is a very different thing. And the Christian life, while it is wonderful and grace-filled, and ultimately we always rely on God's grace, and that is the very thing that pushes our holiness, we still put in work in the Christian life. We still bear our cross. So what does that look like? That's why I've written this book, Training. I've tried to write it as simply as I could because this series actually was designed for brand new believers and even believers in low-income context. So I've tried to write something super simple, super practical. The one way you can use this is at our church, we give it as a gift to everyone who is being baptized. So we just say, hey, I write a little note in it. Hey, so happy for your baptism. Here's a book you should read. And folks in that kind of genre find it helpful. Though I often find that what I've tried to do is write about the basics of the faith in this book. And one point I make is that we never graduate from the basics of the Christian life. And the second we think we have is the second we prove we haven't. So I think this book is applicable for all folks who are just trying to freshen up on the basics of the Christian life. What is a quiet time? How long or quiet should it be? I tried to get at some of that in here where we talk about evangelism and the other spiritual disciplines. And that's what this book is really about. I pray that it blesses you.